We are going to start a new project, linear layout demo, in which we will discuss more about the linear layout, what are different attributes that we have just seen in the slides. Okay, so let's see, start a new project, empty screen, fine, and then we have the main activity. Okay, so as you know that it has already created two different files. One is the layout and one is the Java code file. Layout is still in the process to come up, running the Gradle, compiling all those things which are related to that particular GUI components. Let's wait for that specific files to come up. Okay, we are waiting. Yep, it's coming. Remember that by default that particular layout is the top level layout is the constraint layout, and that is what we are not interested right now, but of course we will talk about it later. So first of all we need to convert that particular constraint layout into the linear layout. So I type linear. Okay, it shows me that particular linear layout automatically changing from the top and the closing book. And if I am putting anything here, I mean, look at that. Here they have put some constraints. We don't need that particular constraints. Okay, so now if I just try some properties at the top level, so we can say that background, maybe we can say that the background color is the accent one. Fine, it will change that background color. Now that linear layout itself is visible to us, we can see that. Okay, what's going on? And then we have another property, we call it a gravity, not the layout gravity. Layout gravity is inside the buttons or the GUI components, but here at the linear layout level we say gravity, and if we say center, look at that, it's automatically going into the center place. Or we can say that vertical center, center vertical, or center vertical, it is going to this center vertical, center. So you can see that, I mean, I am applying the properties at the linear layout level, and automatically it is applicable on the components which are inside that particular linear layout. If I say that I want to have another view here, so look at that. And one more thing, if I say that I want to make the weight, layout weight is equal to 1, look, right now it is saying that. One more thing, if I say that the background color, background, I want to go into the design view, I say that this one, and then I say that background. No, it is not giving me that particular specific property here. It should be somewhere. Text color, I try to materialize, I want to see that particular background thing. Let me delete from here. So, and then we can set it somewhere here using the graphical view. So we say that background, no, it is not showing me anything. Color, here we can also see all the properties. We have that particular background here. I mean, it is not showing me on, but now I can't. If I say background, it show me that particular background color. I can click over here. This will help us to, like, what is going on. Okay, I want to this one, not the last one. I can go into the colors. I mean, it will show me the different possible colors. I say that go into the Android colors. We have different colors. So I just select one, okay, and you can see that that specific property is actually being set. Okay, so automatically, if we look at that, it has automatically set that particular property for us. And similarly, we try to do that property for the other one as well. Okay, I go into that particular specific background property, and again it is already selected for the other text view. I can simply click on that particular one and then try to go into that particular colors, go to the Android project colors are different. I try to give him something named like this. Okay, fine. So you can have all these different type of. So if we look at that, I just simply say that the layout prop weight 1. And what did it do? It tried to cover all, try to expand that the width which is covering the all the screen which is available to it. We already have another text view which we have not set the weight property. So we are saying that wrap content, it is there, okay, fine. But the remaining width of that whole screen is covered by the component which we are saying that the weight is equal to 1. If I try to have another one after this one, for example this one, look at that. Now these two, this and this, they try to have the same size, and this one still remain there. So it is not necessary that we have to assign the weight to everyone. And now if we try to do, because we have assigned the weight property here, we can simply say 0 dp. Even we are saying that the width is 0, but actually it will not make that particular width 0. Okay, so they are trying to have the same size, but they are, I mean, this looks smaller as compared to this one. That should not be the case. Maybe we can try to have the 0 dp here. Okay, so now again they try to look like have the same size. Okay, even we are saying that the width is 0, but because that particular weight property decide that how much width it will be there for that particular component, it is fine. But yes, if we say that height is equal to 0 dp, I mean, then it is not visible at all, because the weight property is only applicable to the height or the width. For the width, when the orientation is horizontal. Okay, because this is a by default, I mean, we have not set any orientation here in the linear layout. By default it is horizontal, so it will, that particular weight property will affect only the width of that particular element, not that height. If it is a horizontal orientation for the linear layout, then the weight property will affect only the width of that particular layout. And if I just try to change that particular thing, like if I go and try to change that particular orientation to the vertical, then you can see, because we have put the width is equal to 0 for these two text boxes, then look at that. If they are saying that, I mean, this is, they are not at all visible. If I say that I want to have something like this, uh, wrap contents, again this particular thing can have wrap contents, then they are visible. But now these two text boxes try to have the same size in terms of their height. So when the orientation is vertical, this weight property will affect the height of that component, not the width. Okay, so maybe I can just show you quickly that we can put the height as a 0 dp, I mean 0, but we, of course, we have to give that particular height. We can't say that we don't need to give a height. So even we are giving the 0, they are automatically assigned. So that is, again, at the top level we can assign the gravity, and which will be applicable on all of them. Maybe we can say that gravity is equal to right, So look at that. When you say gravity is equal to right, these all components automatically going to the right. When I say gravity is equal to left, that is the default one. Even if we remove that one, they will always on the left side. Okay, so we don't need to set anything. But if you say that gravity is equal to vertical center, it will not affect. Why? Because this is a vertical orientation, so we can't move the elements up and down. We can move only in the horizontal direction. So when you say that this center vertical, it will not affect anything. But when you say uh, center horizontal, they are moving. Or you can simply say that center, they will also move. The reason is that it will try to align itself vertical and horizontal center, because vertically they can't move, so they will only align it to the horizontal center. So these are the different properties that you can set at that particular linear layout level, and that linear layout is actually a view group which can contain multiple views inside it. Is it clear? Let's see quickly if I am. So we have the background, we have tested the view groups, we have parents and child relations. Okay, and then we have the again the view group, we have the linear layout, we have seen the horizontal orientation, vertical orientation, we have seen the background, we have that particular specific sizes, linear layout. Okay, and then we can have the weight property. We have already seen that one as well. Okay, and how we can develop something like this. So one more thing that I want to discuss before we can go. Look at that. That particular text view is right stick to that particular top side of that particular like line. I mean it's difficult to read. So what I can do, I can simply go and add a padding, and if I say that 20 dp, look at that, automatically it is increasing the size. Why I say adding padding 20 dp? So actually it has given the space on the left side, on the right side, on the top side, and on the bottom side. And if I just try to like, because we are saying the wrap content, I try to put those things over here. So look at that. When I say wrap content, the width is wrap content. Now because we have that weight property, that particular text which is again we are putting over there, that's going out of that particular view, which is not visible. And how we can make it visible? Can you tell me how we can have that particular scroll view? Yeah, scroll view. Again I say that wrap content, and I put that particular text view inside this scroll view. And then here that particular weight property will go with this one. No, not working at all. The weight property again, that is what we can say that it's a view group, but why we need that particular text view? It is not, I mean, weight property is not working with the scroll view, with the view group and view group. Maybe it's one is a view group, the other one is not. Okay, so we need to put more uh, hello world, so that we can see that particular, what is the effect of that particular scroll view. Because I mean my other elements are going out of the screen. Anyway, I'm putting a lot of hello world, so that I can, when I run that particular screen, I can see the effect of that scroll view. We have already seen in the week number 1, I suppose. Where are my virtual devices? Is there any? Wow, why I can't see my virtual devices? They're all gone? No, they are not gone. But as usual, we have some problems. and we are discussing these things. When the time comes, there is always a problem. Okay, so I mean we are trying to set those things, and then let me run that particular. Yeah, it is coming. Where's my emulator? I mean I didn't have anything something like this. That thing is working. Business. Okay. No USB device. Okay, fine. Where is my? This is running. This one or this one. This one is running, I suppose. Okay. I have to close it down, I suppose. No, I don't want to save anything. Wow. Emulators are always a problematic. Huh? I'm running short of my hard disk space, so that could be the reason that why we are having some problems with that. I have to clean my computer, delete a lot of files, unnecessary files actually. It is running the Gradle. So what is going on? Okay, come on. Okay, then let me stop that particular video. I mean, I don't want to make that particular video long only just to show you that there's something working. So let me do that. I just